Hi everybody, in the previous video we were discussing about the different stages of a product life cycle. We were discussing about the maturity or introduction stage, about the growth stage, about maturity stage, etc. Saturation stage, etc. In this video we are going to see another different aspects relating to the product life cycle. We were discussing about the decline stage of a product. As you all know, in this stage the sales will begin to fall. There will be little or no profit. The product cost or the inventory cost will become larger. The competition will become severe. The customers will go for new product, or they will be moving to innovative products that have been created that replaces our product in the market. Then many companies will decide to withdraw their product from the market during this downturn, and the only way to increase sales during this period is to cut your cost, reduce your spending, etc. And this stage, it will lead to the gradual phasing of out of the product. Example, we can say some of the examples of this, we can say it is the video recorders, the typewriters, fountain pen, carbon papers, etc. And let us see what are the features of decline stage. In this stage the sales starts declining. The cost will be very high cost as per the customer, and the profit will be declining, and the marketing objective is to reduce expenditures. Product, they will be in this stage, they will phase out weak items. Price, they will be cutting the price rate. Distribution stage, selective phase out non unprofitable outlets. Then promotion leads to minimum level. They will be reducing the promotion to minimum level. So these are the different stages in decline. Then in the decline stage the product begins to fall. The customers will be moving to another product, and the company will be deciding to withdraw their product from the market. If needed, they can reduce the cost and also reduce their spending. And these were the features of decline stage. Some of the examples of products in decline stage includes carbon papers, television sets, telegrams, typewriters, foundation pen, etc. Fountain pens, etc. Then this is a graphical representation of different stages of a product life cycle. And the first stage, the sales will be high, and the sales will begin to increase, and the profit will also begin to increase. In the growth stage, sales will be growing, profit will also be growing. In the maturity stage, sales will reach its peak and the profit will start declining. In the decline stage, the sales will be declining as well as the profit will also be reducing. And this is a product life cycle that shows the graphical representation of sales and time. In the introduction stage, the sales will be increasing. Then to the growth stage, it also be increasing. In the maturity stage, the sales will reach its peak level. In the saturation stage, it becomes stagnant. There will be no increase in the sales, no decrease in the sales. In the decline stage, it begins to fall. Then after that, the product goes out of the market. And this is a graph that shows the difference between different stages in product life cycle. In the introduction stage, sales will be high. The product will be introduced in the market in the introduction stage. There will be growth in sales and profit. Then the market growth will be high in the introduction stage. It will be high in the growth stage. It will be low in the maturity stage and low in the decline stage. Then next is money needed. Money needed will be very much in the introduction stage, and also it will be high in the growth stage. Then it begins to fall in the maturity stage, and then it becomes falling in the decline stage. Then marketing in the introduction stage requires market expansion. The growth stage, market penetration is necessary. In the maturity stage, maintaining the market share is a compulsory one. And next, in the decline stage, keeping the product in the market. Then product development, in case of product in introduction stage, there should be development. In growth stage, product should be diversified. In the maturity stage, product should be differentiated. And in the decline stage, product will be shrinking. And in case of price, in the introduction stage, there should be very high price. In the growth stage, the price will be relatively low. And in maturity stage, the price will be low. And in decline stage, the price will be very high in order to retain the product in the market. And next is in the channel introduction stage, there will be limited channel of distribution. Then in growth stage, the channel should be expanded. And in maturity stage, there should be more focus on channel. And in the decline stage, the channel will be limited. In the promotion stage, introduction stage, education should be there. The promotion should be based on educating the product to the customers. Then in growth stage, emphasis the future, and a promotion is done to emphasize the future. In maturity stage, promotion is done to gain more economic benefits. In the decline stage, there will be less education or efforts relating to the product. Then let us see what are the different problems of product life cycle. It is hard to identify which stage the product life cycle of a product is in. So when when at the point of view of the customers as well as the point of view of the company, it is very difficult to identify in which stage the product is in the present. So only if identifying in which stage the product is, then we can do alternative measures. Then second limitation is it is hard to pinpoint when the product moved to the next stage. While theoretically explaining, we can say that there are introduction stage, growth stage, maturity, saturation, etc. But in practical life, it is very hard to find out in which stage the product is or what is the next stage of a particular product. Then it is hard to identify factors that affect products movement through stages. So there are different factors mm, that affects the product, and it is very hard to identify these factors that affects the product's movement through stages, different stages. Then next, it is hard to forecast sale level, length of each stage, and shape of product life cycle. And strategy is both a cause and result of the product life cycle. And many products may not have a life cycle as depicted by the product life cycle. Sometimes a product may not be going through all these 5 stages. Sometimes from the introduction stage, then it may go to the maturity stage, or sometimes in the introduction stage itself, the product may decline or something like that. So many products, they do not have life cycle as depicted by the product life cycle. Then transitional shape may not occur, that is for fad items. Traditional shape may not occur for fad items. Fad items means those products which are entering into the market and declining very soon. And next is strategic decisions can change the product life cycle. Example, repositioning. Sometimes if the product is repositioned, then the strategic decisions can change. Those strategic decisions can change the product life cycle also. And there are also cases where some products remain in market for hundreds of years or more without being outdated. These products never into their declaration stage. For example, we can say whiskey.